Hello, Heisters. Welcome back to yet another live update stream with me, your host, Almir. I'm one of the devs here at Starbreeze Entertainment, and I have with me Andreas Hell, who is the lead producer. I will let him talk soon. You can just say hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
He said hello, gang. Um, we are back for this week's final live update stream. We earlier today made some additional server upgrades. The servers were down for the upgrades for a few hours this morning, but they are now back online. We continue to monitor the server status as you heisters can get into the game playing, which is the important part. I do believe I saw Red Archer in chat somewhere. I just want to highlight something that I was unclear about yesterday. So, regarding the topic of battle passes, we have not planned any battle pass for Payday 3. My apologies if I was unclear yesterday. We have not planned any battle pass for Payday 3. So I see Red Archer saying, "Good shit, man. Thank you. You're welcome, Red." Thank you for highlighting that, and continue letting us know what you prefer. I mean, we have a season pass for Payday 3 that is tied to the Silver and Gold edition, but we have not confirmed any battle pass, or we haven't planned any battle pass for Payday 3. The point of these live updates is, for us to take a step back, because obviously this past week has been very intense for not only us as developers, given everything, but also you as a community. And this is our opportunity to have a very open line of communication on that topic. What Andreas and I want to do for today's stream is to just summarize the weeks that been, take questions from chat. Andreas is going to go through the patch as well that is coming in early October. And I also want to say that for next week, on Monday, we won't be having one of these, but we will have one on Tuesday. It's looking to be at 9 p.m. CEST. Yeah, let's get to it. Andreas, you want to take the mic and go through?
Absolutely. Thank you, Almir. For those of you who were here earlier this week when I was in the stream, I went through some of the patch notes for the patch 1 that we're going live with on October 5th. This is the first patch that we're doing, and it's focused on bug fixing. We've fixed around 200 bugs, and last time I was here, I went through a couple of them. So when we go live with the patch on October 5th, there's going to be a more detailed patch note, obviously, but I still want to run through the roughly 15 things that I mentioned in the previous stream. So again, roughly 200 bug fixes. We have fixed multiple crashes. We've fixed multiple bugs with achievements not unlocking. PS5 players, you will now get your cosmetic items that have been missing. We have fixed an issue where the audio was not working on PlayStation 5 for the story cutscenes. Aim Assist now works on PlayStation 5. Fixed an issue where there was a delay the first time you interacted with something. So when you were zip tying and whatnot, the first time you did that, it's like a second delay or something, super annoying. We fixed an issue where player names or players would disappear from the social screen, making it nearly impossible for you guys to invite or get invites to lobbies. We fixed an issue where cagebacks would fall through the floor on Rock the Cradle. We fixed multiple issues with the VIP invitation on Rock the Cradle, one of them not working properly on Overkill difficulty. Fixed an issue where guard sometimes couldn't be traded during the negotiation phase. Fixed an issue where the heist sometimes wouldn't transition to the main menu after either failing or succeeding a heist. Fixed an issue where you couldn't mark NPCs through certain windows. We also have an issue now where when you shove a civilian into the eye scanner, the first VO that you hear is access denied, followed by access granted. That has now been fixed, so less confusion there. fixed an issue where crew AI sometimes didn't revive players. I think what happened here, or what happens here for you guys right now, is sometimes when they walk up to you and they revive you, the revive UI UX interaction gets stuck and nothing happens. And fixed an issue with stuttering movement around 100 ping. We've also seen reports of balancing issues with payout. So like when there's very little difference between stealing, let's say, 1 bag and 8 bags, and that is something that we are currently looking into. It seems like it's tied to the back end, so hopefully that is something that we can fix without doing a new build and an update to the game. So that is being looked into as well. So that's what you can expect for October 5th.
Thank you, Andreas. I see questions here from Bonus Acella on YouTube says Almir is happy with the progression system, apparently. So we've had 2 of these days this week. We've had Mio here, who is one of the senior game designers on Payday 3, and we spoke a lot about the progression system. And he let us know in the community and us here on stream that we're evaluating all the feedback we're getting in. We have seen a lot of feedback regarding the progression system as it currently is, and we're evaluating that internally. I don't have any update for you now, but maybe Andreas has something.
Yeah, I can add some context to it without saying exactly what we're intending to do, because we're still looking into a bunch of options. And I know you guys want to know exactly what we're doing. But what I can say, it's one of the things that we are prioritizing right now. So the designers are working on writing up different suggestions for how we can improve that experience, taking your feedback into consideration, obviously. So as soon as we know what we're intending to do, that will be shared with you guys before we actually do an update. So expect to hear more about this in the fairly near future. So again, thanks a lot for the feedback around progression and challenges in general. It's good to see. Something that I also mentioned tied to that, which is not changing the how progression works, but something we're also doing is we're looking at UI UX in general to see how we can sort of front load information around challenges and guide players towards doing specific challenges, as opposed to having to go back into the challenge menu every time and look for the things that you should do and so on. So hopefully that will create some more incentives as well.
Thanks, Andreas. So I'm seeing a question here from PhD Lingoat asking, when or if can we expect LMGs? So I think with any weapon type that hasn't yet been confirmed for Payday 3, it is a possibility for us to do in the post-launch. Like a lot of weapon classes were added to Payday 2's post-launch as well, and you can expect something similar for Payday 3. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I stole it from you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. LMGs, it's a good idea. What I can confirm is we are going to do more overkill weapons in the future. I personally would see LMG fit into that category, but here's one of those other things. Let us know what type of overkill weapons you guys would like to see, and we'll take that into consideration when doing that work.
Thank you, Andreas. MTW on YouTube says, give us the spoon back, please, Almir. So we haven't confirmed any comically large utensils for Payday 3 so far. Thank you for asking, though. Same goes for... Hey, Almir, is the chicken man at KFC or is he returning? We haven't confirmed jacket for Payday 3 either, but thank you for asking that. That is a reoccurring question. Going through questions here. Going through, sorry, chat. Andreas, go ahead.
I can just give a quick update as well on the matchmaking status. We did another maintenance earlier today. Things are looking healthier and healthier. Like I said earlier in the stream this week, as a part of the previous maintenance, we also set a temporary user cap for matchmaking to make sure that we can confirm that it's stable when certain amount of players are playing. It is a high ceiling, but our goal is to continue to increase that as we see more stability on the servers. And we have increased that number, I believe, 2 or 3 times already. So everything there is moving in the right direction.
I'm seeing a question about Collectors Club. When? So we will be looking to send out emails, I believe, next week for the Collectors Club members. I'm seeing Corsina saying safe house when. So Payday 3 does not have a safe house as of now. When we did a safe house for Payday 2 at launch, it was very subpar. Like the community gave us a lot of criticism for it. In the post-launch, we updated it. And I think it was much more appreciated, but we haven't confirmed a safe house for Payday 3 so far. It is obviously something cool to do, but it also requires a lot of time and effort to put together. I'm seeing a question from Tutel. When does the update come? And it's confirmed that the patch will be on October 5th.
There's also now the question disappeared, but it was a question around quick play, because that was available in the beta, I believe. So we did find a bunch of critical issues tied to quick play before launch. So we decided to remove it, but it's still something that we are going to launch with. We just need to sort out the bugs associated with it. So you guys can expect quick play for one of the upcoming patches as well.
Thank you, Andreas. I'm seeing questions about more game modes, like holdout, etc. So we haven't confirmed any more game modes as of now, but I mean, the Payday 3 live ops plan, the post-launch campaign has just started, and I mean, we will visit a lot of different areas of Payday 3 and introduce new functionality, new features, add weapons, masks, characters, and all that, but we haven't confirmed a new game mode as of now. Looking for more questions here. Will this patch include the transporter skill tree? So the skill transporter, Michael Perrier, will not be included for the October 5th patch. That is for a later update. I'm seeing Hyper asking about VR. So we haven't confirmed any VR for Payday 3. VR was added to Payday 2 during its post-launch. It took more than a year of development time to create, so it takes a lot of resources to do that. While we know there are a lot of VR heisters out there, we currently have not confirmed a VR mode for Payday 3. Boba's puppy says nothing is confirmed with emoji. So listen, we want to confirm things, but we can't preemptively just say yes to things that we haven't aligned on internally. We're just a week into Payday 3's post-launch, and what we don't want to do is to say something wrong that we then have to eat up later and give you wrong information. So I appreciate your patience when I cannot confirm things. Payday 3 is so much fun, says the real chocolate milk gamer. Thank you for saying that. Hope it's working great for you.
I'm still seeing a lot of questions around the XP system and challenges. So for those of you who joined later, and as Mio mentioned as well yesterday, we're monitoring and taking in the feedback that you guys are giving us around challenges. We are currently looking into some adjustments. I cannot confirm yet what that is. We still need to do that work and essentially flesh out what we're intending to do. So that is not going to be a part of the October 5th update. That would be a future update. Exactly what that means, that's something that we are going to communicate with you guys on when we know it. So you can expect information on progression and so on before the update around that launches.
Feverish says, I love you guys. Thank you for not leaving us in the dark and taking feedback. Thank you for seeing us, Feverish. You know, it's important for us to have this open line of communication with the community. While we won't be able to answer every question, we're trying to handle as many of them as we can. Any Twitch drops planned from Sotnovs? We are planning to do Twitch drops for Payday 3. We just have not said exactly when they will start, but we will let you know for sure. Tuxedo the Cat asks, will something like the gauge packages be added to Payday 3? So if you don't know, in Payday 2 there are gauge packages that you can find in the levels. We haven't confirmed that for Payday 3. That was a very specific type of DLC we did for Payday 2. Jannik asks, are you guys aware of the 99 boxes glitch?
If you refer to the balance glitch with barely having any difference in payout between stealing one or multiple bags, then yes, it's something that we are looking into. Almir mask and Andreas mask will be in Payday 3. Hopefully not Andreas mask. Almir seems that seems more like an obvious choice. I could maybe be one of the annoying NPCs. You know, I'm responsible for a lot of decisions here, so making me into a punchable civilian might be a good idea.
All right, thank you, Andreas.
Taking your shirt off too, obviously, says Red Archer.
Let's see if we can find more questions here. Can you increase the amount of money we get on some heists as gas? So that's type of the quality of life stuff that the design team are looking into, whether, how the levels are balanced with the payouts and everything, but we have nothing to confirm on the topic as of now. Let's see. When will there be more heists? Asks Fade Slayer 12. So we are working on more heists, but we haven't confirmed exactly when they will drop. So stay tuned. We'll let you know as soon as we're ready. President masks in the future? Asks WJH2 Blake. We haven't confirmed any president's mask for Payday 3 so far.
You can expect more heist content this year. I can say that. Maybe someone will yell at me now, but there you go.
Will there be stream trading cards? We're working on those, right? Yeah. I'm seeing a question if there will be Steam trading cards, and we are working on those. That beard looks amazing, handsome fellow, says how this guy around 94. All right, thank you. Looking for more questions here. Santa outfit for Christmas, asks Really Incinerator. We haven't confirmed a Santa outfit, unfortunately. Love you guys. Love Payday 3, says Dan Don't Know. Thank you so much. I'm seeing comments about 99 boxes and the weapon glitch. We are aware of it and are looking into it. Thanks for reporting it. Will you add more stuff we can buy with C-Stacks? Asks Mixer. Yes, over time. I mean, we will add more stuff to Payday 3. C stacks is a currency that will be used to buy additional items. I saw a comment earlier in that someone misunderstood regarding Battle Pass. They thought that was the Season Pass. So Season Pass is something that is available, but we have not planned a Battle Pass. It's a different type of thing.
There was a question I can't see from who now, but regarding the heist selection screen, whether we're gonna improve that, make it more impactful. So we believe that we have a bunch of issues and room for improvement in the menus in general, both from a presentation perspective, like atmosphere, and how intuitive it is. Like there is a lot of small issues here and there. So this is one of the things that I think you guys are gonna see improvements over time. We'll have to choose our battle here. Try to fix the most urgent issues first, and then get those out as soon as possible. So you should expect for the coming year to see more improvements on the menus and such.
Martin R25 says, even though there was a rough launch, I am enjoying the game. Please do not ruin the game with a battle pass. Martin, we just said we are not planning a battle pass. Just be very clear. Thank you for your comment. It's great to hear that you're enjoying the game. Hello, have you considered to add the money heist as a collaboration? We will see who we collab with on Payday 3. I mean, it needs to make sense for Payday 3. Vill du ta den här?
Ja, eller bara säga.
Does multiplayer work now? Asks Jeremy Sombrero. Yes. The servers are up. You should be able to play Payday 3. Will PC and console versions be updated at the same time and stay on the same version? Asks Living Piranha. And the short answer is yes. For Payday 3, it's been super important for us that we want to establish one community. We want all the heisters, whether you play on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, to have the same version of the game running so you can play with each other.
And obviously, just a first proof of that is the patch 1 that is coming out on October 5th. That is going to be on all platforms, and that's the strategy that we have long term, and we're committed to doing that. So yes, like Almir said, you will have updates simultaneously across all platforms.
I'm seeing Tito 10 Star asking, can we have some Payday 2 features like hiding bodies? So I think that's up to the design team to decide. Like they have new ideas they want to push through in Payday 3, but also can take ideas from Payday 2 or Payday the Heist if they think it'll fit Payday 3. So I cannot confirm that specific feature for now, but I can let you know that that's how the team thinks. Will Hotline Miami Heists return, asks Wilzix? We haven't confirmed any Hotline Miami Heists or the Chicken Man, aka Jacket. Project says, I thought Battle Pass was included in the gold version. Do I just get less than promised? No, that's why I wanted to bring it up again. Season Pass is included. Battle Pass is something different that we haven't announced and have not planned. That's why I wanted to make it clear. I hope you understand the difference. Project said Battle Pass is something different. Do you feel any special enemies spawn too often or too little? Like that's also another design question. Personally, when I'm playing, I feel the specials spawn often enough to send me to custody. But the design team are looking at the analytics, the data, at your feedback, and if we need to, we will balance that in one way or the other.
Are you asking for more cloakers? Cloakers during stealth, maybe?
That's what's up. Let's see here.
Will we see first World Bank in Payday 3? We talked about classic heists in previous streams, and we haven't confirmed anything. We do see definitely an opportunity in doing that. We're seeing a lot of comments in the community. People want their old classics and favorites back in Payday 3 in Unreal. That would be awesome, but nothing confirmed yet.
I'm seeing Real Slavic Bear, aka Mio, our game designer, saying cloakers during stealth. Writing that down. Please don't, Mio. Let's see here. Final TTV says no mercy heist, please. We haven't confirmed a visit to the hospital. Then, I know you guys stated that Payday 3 is meant to go for a serious tone, but will sillier content happen later?
Maybe. I think the important thing here is, at least for year one, our goal is to maintain a more grounded and menacing tone. Further down the line, maybe we don't have those intentions right now. But again, I think that's also one of the things where we'll have to see what you guys want and expect as well. But at least for the coming year, we want to keep things grounded.
Thank you, Andreas. Yeah, you found another one? You want? Sunnyside guy says, God, please don't do dumb and goofy stuff. I want a more serious tone, a la something like the movie Heat. Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it.
There was another question that passed by regarding will there be any Payday 3 heists that are stealth only? Our intention right now for any Payday 3 heists we're making is that they're all going to be hybrid, meaning you can do them either in stealth and in loud, because we want to cater to both playstyles and it creates a more interesting dynamic. But again, let's see what you guys want. Yeah, except for Road Rage. So launch has been an exception, obviously. But moving forward into live, the Payday 3 heists, we're intending to make them hybrid.
Will there be an option to exchange C-stacks for money? It's a cool idea, but nothing we have confirmed yet. Typically, one of the things the design team will think about going forward, how to handle the in-game currency. Any plans to give more incentive to doing stealth? Also a topic that's been very active this week. Mio touched on it in the past streams. We're taking in the feedback from the community, and the design team are thinking through how to work with that feedback, essentially. And I see someone here saying, hello, you two. Steam doesn't let me start my game at all. I already tried everything. What can I do? I just want to play, says Frogo764. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not sure what your particular issue in the game is. Try to verify the integrity of the game files. Maybe that'll work, but it's very difficult without knowing more details. New Frisco says, loving the game. Thank you for saying that. Much appreciated. Adam Bomb says, yes, always hybrid heist, guys. No more loud only, please. Noted. Thank you for your comment. Will Sydney be a playable character again? Ask this dude. So this goes as an answer to every question about the characters. The rest of the Payday gang that you cannot see in Payday 3 currently are unaccounted for. So we do not know what has happened to them. We will see if some make a return or some don't. But over time, we'll be able to answer that question. Ellie16 says, Payday 3 works perfect for me since a lot of days. That's great to hear. Yeah, go ahead. This one. Can you add a way to know if you're going into loud or stealth, asks Splat 2022.
Yeah, we're aware of that request, and it's something that we want to fix. I can't say exactly when, but we do see, we absolutely understand and see the need for doing that, for sure. So expect that in the future. And again, like the reason also it's so difficult to say, yes, you're getting it, and you're getting it at this date. You know, the game has been out for a week. We've had severe issues with matchmaking, so a lot of the effort has gone into that. We're also monitoring your feedback, trying to capture as much as possible based on what you guys want to see, and then understanding the workload tied to that and prioritizing. So we're mapping out a lot of things. It's just very difficult to say timings for a lot of stuff right now. But when we know more, we'll start communicating more as well.
Svein9 asks, will there be heists with multiple days like in Payday 2? So we haven't confirmed any multiple day heists for Payday 3. Tricano says, add 10 new missions. Thank you for that comment.
Loading ZV, can you go up? Sorry to spam this question since 3 days, but could you add an option to disable aim assist and camera aim acceleration on Xbox, please? If we do that, we're gonna do it for both PlayStation and Xbox. Console parity is important. I don't know yet. I think it's a great idea. I think we should do it. What I can say is I'll get back to the team. We'll look at it, see how feasible it is, and then we'll make sure to get back to you.
Thanks for listening to our feedback. Ultimately, it's the devs who listen to the community that makes a game so great in the end, says Trapachain. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Appreciated. How about weeklies or dailies for more ways to get C-stacks, asks Rob Thanatos. It's also good feedback for our design team. We will keep that in mind. Thank you very much, Rob. Will you guys alter the gun sounds? They sound underwhelming compared to Payday 2, says Kuru957. That's good feedback for our sound design team. We'll let them know that you think that. Fatstill1 says, do you actually know what the issue with matchmaking is and have a plan to fix it, or are you only testing things because you don't know how to fix the issue? So we are working together with a third party that provides the server infrastructure for us. They are working on the issue. We've done 2 upgrades to the servers this week, so hopefully everything will be working great during the weekend. Let us know, Fatstill1, if you have any issues playing the game. I got a question here from Kalak LC saying, it would be nice if the heist menu remembered the toggle search videos instead of having to scroll so much every time.
Yes, it's super annoying. I agree. We agree. We're gonna solve it. Not for October 5th, but we're gonna solve that. I think there's a lot of those issues. I don't know if you even can call them quality of life. It's borderline bugs. Lots of like small moments of frustration, and we're looking into fixing a bunch of that to just generally create a smoother experience, especially in the menus and such.
Mindless Space says, GG's to you guys for interacting with the community during a tough launch. Thank you, Mindless Space, for saying that. Yes, the launch has been tough for us, but we appreciate you for saying that. And this is what we want to do. We want to keep the line open with you in the community. So that's how we roll. You want to read this one?
Outside the butte, add Kung Fu Pandas. A Kung Fu Panda is a combination of a dozer and a cloaker. You remember how it went for World of Warcraft when they released Mists of Pandaria? You can't... I can confirm no pandas. Sorry, man.
Lord Marquardt asks, I'm here to ask for the Melisse in the future. Appreciate all that's been in the game so far. Another niche thing to ask for a quality of life is the soundtrack selector. Both super good ideas, feedback we take and will evaluate. I think there is, like with Payday 2 having a 10-year decade live ops, right? There are so many features that are great there that might make a return to Payday 3, might not. It all depends on where the team wants to take the game, right? And your feedback is essential in making those calls. Gun feeling way better regardless, Payday 2. Thanks, Pib159. Atakantul says, I think Payday 3's gun sounds are much better than Payday 2's gun sounds. Yeah, it is also a subjective question indeed. When is the earliest we could see patch notes? I mean, we will share the patch notes with the community as soon as we're ready. October 5th. Yeah, that's when it goes live, right? But that's also most likely when we will be pushing the patch notes live. I'm seeing a lot of questions regarding silver and gold upgrades. We currently cannot comment on whether we'll be able to add that or not yet, but we'll let you know as soon as if we are able to do that. We'll let you know, gang. Let's see. We need a heist to cook meth, says Corsin. Noted. This one. So Alrom asks, Steam achievement not unlocking will be fixed with the in-game achievement?
So for the patch 1 that is coming out October 5th, we have multiple fixes tied to achievements not unlocking. So hopefully the one that you refer to or the ones that you refer to will be resolved by then. Haja asked, what is Andreas' job with Payday? That's a good question. I'm the lead producer on Payday 3. And just for context, I've been working on both Payday the Heist and Payday 2. I've been at Starbreeze for as long as Almir. We started on the same day, roughly, 11 and a half years ago? Yeah. So I'm working closely with especially the leads on the team to outline goals for the project, where we want to head next, and start planning that out.
LJ Fimich says, I really love these streams, gonna miss them once it's over. Don't worry about it. I mean, we're gonna do one more of these, Andreas and I, on Tuesday evening, and from that point onwards, it's gonna be Heist with Almir again. So I'll be playing Payday 3 with you all Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes it will be Elizabeth doing that too. But appreciate you saying you like these streams. No pandas, says Focket Fox. Yeah, sorry, dude. That's a deep cut, said Grouse, based on your World of Warcraft comment, Andreas. Hugo77 says, love these Q&As. Hope we see more of these also when new content comes out. So we haven't confirmed, thank you, Hugo, by the way. We haven't confirmed when the next batch of content comes out, like the first content release, but the first patch will be on October 5th. Where we address 200 bugs, including a few others as well.
You can expect a bunch of content coming out this year. The only thing we've confirmed from a content or feature perspective so far, that doesn't mean we don't have anything else coming out, but the only thing we have announced is for one of the upcoming patches, we are releasing a skill line for free called the Transporter, and one of the skill nodes in that gives you the ability to carry 2 bags.
All right. B Thunder says, hey. Red Archer says, upgrades are possible on Xbox, but nowhere else as of right now. Yes, that is correct. And we will get back to the community if anything changes. Are there going to be new characters we don't know about, asks Cesaril.
Yeah, for the future of Payday, we're definitely going to find, we're going to do a balance of creating new ones, but you guys can expect to see some old-timers returning as well. We haven't confirmed any new heisters yet, but that is definitely a part of the content plan, even for year 1.
Tresh G asks, will we have more live action trailers? maybe we'll see what the future holds. Live action trailers take a lot of time and effort to produce. I hope you really liked the one we did leading up to Payday 3's launch. Dexter Silot asks, how do we not have an Almir heister yet? that is a good question. Noxpaw says, you are cute, Andreas.
I'm blushing. Thank you. I wanted to say you're cute too, but that feels weird. Yeah. Maybe you are.
Let's see if we find more questions. Bubba Kush says, can I voice a crazy Irishman, please? No, it's not up to Andreas or me to decide, Bubba Kush, who voices what character. It is the sound design team. But a crazy Irishman, that sounds interesting. More anime masks as glue is required. We will have a lot of new masks coming, but we haven't confirmed what kind of masks yet. Almir says, Almertz28 says, best game of the year. Thank you for saying that. We hope you enjoy your stay in New York City, robbing banks and getting paid. There are still issues with infamous rewards going unclaimed. Are you still working to resolve them? Yes, I mean, anything that isn't working as intended is something we're looking into currently. A lot of it will be addressed in the upcoming patch, and the rest is something we continue working on for patch 2 and etc. etc. Please add Tommy Shelby, says Captain Birdface. All right, thank you for the feedback. Can we expect new merch this year, says Moomin. We haven't confirmed any new merch line as of now, but stay tuned, we'll see. Almir mask, yes, I saw a comment, Parabellum. We haven't confirmed an Almir mask. Yeah, you want to take one?
There was a question about weapon inspects, and I assume you mean when you're in Heist. It's not something that we're working on, but it's on the table. It's something that we want to do. I think we have more exciting things ahead of us. That is also animation work, but weapon inspect is absolutely on the table and something that is being discussed. Not just a super high priority at this moment.
Cox77 says, hey Almir, yesterday I had a bug where I tied up a hostage, the hands of a hostile in stealth. After I tied him up, he ran out like he was traded, and after a few seconds the alarm started. Yeah, that sounds like a strange bug. Definitely something we'll look into. Will we be getting a golden spoon melee back? Says no more crying gamers. We haven't confirmed any comically large build for Payday 3. The Shootus Baker says, hey guys, thanks for doing this stream. Really boosts confidence in the community for updates going forward. Thank you, and that's why we do these, to make sure that you see us and that we see your feedback, to keep an open line of communication with the community. Let's see here. Nami Pew says, despite all the issues with the game, I'm having a blast when I'm able to play. That's awesome. Let us know if you are continually being able to play this weekend. The servers should be much more stable now. Chat is scrolling like crazy. Why, a question here from Nimi CPL, why do we need to wait 2 weeks for a patch that fixes bugs from a beta?
Well, we also wanted to catch a few of the bugs that you guys have experienced when playing the game as well. So going out with patch 1 October 5th has allowed us to fix some of the things that you guys have reported. Also, it since now console parity is a priority for us, patches for Xbox and PlayStation, they need to go through submission, and even if that can be a fast track, it does take slightly longer than just pushing out an update on Steam. But that way we make sure that everybody has the same experience and everybody's getting bug fixes and content simultaneously.
Sniper Life 67 asks, is there anything getting nerfed? I don't think we've confirmed a nerf so far, so nothing confirmed as of now. Any plans to add in-game voice chat? That is one of the features we're evaluating, Positive Patrick, in the post-launch. We've seen a lot of comments regarding that. The Nexi 2K says, what's your guys' opinions on people already making mods? Do you enjoy it, even though it's not officially supporting currently? So you cannot stop the Payday modding community. I think history shows that. We are looking to put together an official modding policy in place, but looking at the history of Payday 2, I mean, it has over 50,000 mods. It's a ton. We love the modding community. Jönssonligan DLC when? Asks Necroloaf. We have not confirmed Jönssonligan for Payday 3.
If we ever do a semi-silly DLC, that would be perfect, at least for our Swedish fans. I like that idea. Not doing it for year one, though.
Requiz41 says, will the audio in each of the story videos be added in, or will it just be silent? So it will not be silent. I think that's addressed for PlayStation users in the October 5th patch. So come October 5th, Requiz41, I'm assuming you're playing on PlayStation, you will have sound again on your cinematics. Thank you for your patience. Will Giro be coming back? Asks Ansupansu. We have not confirmed Giro or anyone else so far, but we will be adding more heisters to Payday 3. That is for sure. Can we... Strange Pudding says, can we... Hold on, I'm trying to... There. Can we get the ability to buy favors in bulk? Also like a quality of life feature that we're evaluating. We haven't confirmed anything yet, but thank you for the feedback. Are we going to get more power weapons? Asks Yukiba768. You mean overkill weapons? Yes, we haven't confirmed which weapons yet, but we'll be adding more overkill weapons for sure. But what about my boy Jimmy, says Stampunks. Jimmy is unaccounted for currently. Will lasers and flashlights be added? That's something we're evaluating for the post-launch too, RIB 1224. Lasers and flashlights could very well be added, but that is nothing confirmed as of now. Edwood96 says, question, will there be a safe house where you store and view your belongings like in Payday 2? What are your thoughts on that? I'm a fan. Thanks, Edward, for being a fan. Like I said earlier in the stream, we haven't confirmed a safe house for Payday 3 yet. We did one for Payday 2 at launch. It was not that good. We updated it a few years later. It was much more appreciated. But we have not confirmed one for Payday 3 yet. The Grouse says, you should bring back Big Oil. But if you get the engine wrong, the entire planet explodes and your game uninstalls. No, we should not bring back Big Oil. It's one of my personal least favorite heists in Payday 2. No offense to any Big Oil appreciator out there. Damn it, I tried, says Grouse. Yeah, you did indeed try. Will Payday 3 have the story like Payday 2? So Payday 3's storyline has just begun, and it takes up where Payday 2 ended, so it will continue. We will see where it goes. Yeah, go ahead.
Just to reinforce that the story is a very important part of Payday 3 moving forward as well. We've outlined, at least high level, the entire narrative for year one, with a bunch of really exciting stuff, and I think you guys are you're gonna be surprised in multiple occasions. But stay tuned for more information.
Ixiom says, love the game, but will you add higher difficulties as DLCs come out? And that's something Mio and I touched on in one of the previous streams this week regarding difficulties in Payday 3. I think we've been surprised how well you heisters have been handling overkill, and that's something the design team is evaluating. We don't want to add too many difficulties so that some become completely meaningless, but it's like it's a balancing thing, really. But appreciate your comment. Your thoughts on an offline mode. By the way, I love the game, says Brandon. So what we said in the earlier streams is that every option is on the table for us currently, including an offline mode. We are evaluating what the best way forward for Payday 3 is. But our main priority right now is to make sure that the servers work as intended and that you can play the game right now. That is the important thing. I think Andreas also said, like, if there was a button we could press that just makes it work, then we would press that button, but it's not that easy, unfortunately, heisters. Warhammer 40k collab, unconfirmed when, says Lukatiki. Yeah, we have not confirmed any Warhammer collab, even though I'm a fan of Warhammer. Big fan from Australia, says Drifting Ghostface. Will body bags return? Also like a designer question. We haven't confirmed any body bags or that kind of functionality from Payday 2 returning, but who knows what we add in the post-launch. That's part of the excitement of Payday 3's post-launch, that some things we've agreed on what we want to do, some things are up in the air, and it's a lot tied to the community feedback on where we want to take things.
Smolvis, question for Andreas. Before yesterday, you talked about when securing a bag, a pop-up showing its value wasn't planned, but at least you can bring back the bag secure sound. Sometimes I can't understand if I secured it or not. That's a good idea. And again, like regarding showing the value, I can't confirm it because it's up to the designers as well, right? But what I can say is, like, our goal for Payday 3 long term is to reinforce the heisting fantasy, right? And I think, like, getting that type of information, it's tied to other things as well, definitely adds value. And feedback around stealing and securing and whatnot is absolutely something that we should improve. Bujk is asking, is the fix for mouse support on console and fix friend list on console, please? So we have a fix on October 5th for friends not showing up in the social screen. We have not fixed the issue with mouse and keyboard not working. We had it in the game at some point. I know some of you mentioned that it was available in the beta. We did experience a lot of bugs tied to it, so we decided to disable it until we are happy with the stability of the feature.
Going through questions here. Halloween, I see Curb on the row asking. We haven't confirmed anything as of now. Let's see. Going through questions, gang. Hold up. MG Frata says, question about the cutscene before each game. Will it be possible to turn this off? It's very annoying to get it at every retry. It's good feedback, typical quality of life feature that we would evaluate. Thank you. I've had... Conrad Norway Lover says, I've had no issues joining games, although I kind of wish I did, because the game is so addictive. Cheers, dude. Ahmad asks, will we get Almir as a heister? I am unconfirmed as a heister. When more heists? Me and my buddies essentially did everything in one day, it feels like, says LJ535. More heists will be added. Stay tuned. We will let you know when we can share more. Yeah. We're looking through questions, gang. Bear with us. King Clorox says, I hit level 70 already. It's pretty addicting. That's awesome, dude. Toad McScrodes asks about holiday events. We'll get back to you on those. Is CrimeNet going to return? We haven't confirmed CrimeNet for Payday 3 as of now. Zeki, thank you for asking. We're going through questions. We will take one or two more questions before we are out of time, gang. Andreas is currently going through them. Will my boy Duke return, asks Jeffrey Scott. Duke is currently unaccounted for, along with the rest of the Payday gang. We do not know what has happened to them as of now. Right. Small Dallas wins, says Compadre. No Small Dallas. Confirmed. Red Archer says, just to check, you said the next stream would be Tuesday at 9 p.m. CST. Is that right? Yes, Red Archer. So we are doing a later stream just to make sure that it's obviously 9 in the evening for us in Sweden, but we want to do a later stream so we make sure that the heisters across the globe are able to pick up on this stream. The format for Tuesday will be the same as it is today. Andreas and I will return. Dianci says, we need new content ASAP. Freaking love this game. Thank you for saying that. And I think that's like the big takeaway, even though obviously there is a ton of feedback from you all. At its core, Payday 3 is an enjoyable experience. We want you heisters to continue heisting, and we will be adding a ton of content going forward. Characters, weapons, masks, heists, you name it. We are working on it. This one. Will there be Joriki asks, will there be better matchmaking with less empty lobbies?
So, as you probably noticed, and like we said, we're seeing a lot of improvements on matchmaking, and it's looking healthier as we move along. We are aware of the issue where the times you just enter an empty lobby and there's no other player joining. We are looking into it. We understand that that's a big issue. I mean, first and foremost, this is a co-op game, so making sure that you play with other people if you want to play with randoms, that's definitely a priority for us. So it's being looked into.
Sicky Zero says, I'm back. You did a great job in the last days. That's awesome. No issues matchmaking for me on Xbox, says Snipe Zabambi. That's great to hear. Let us know how that continues for you all. All right, gang. That is it for today. We are gonna thank you so much for joining us for today's stream. It's been an intense week. We've been doing these every day now for an hour each. We will do another one on Tuesday. And we will see when we do this again from there on out. I think it's a great format. I think you in chat have, it seems you've really enjoyed these streams, even though some of you have been experiencing issues, obviously. We've been addressing them to the best of our ability. thank you so much for all the kind words. Thank you for the support. We will continue working hard on improving Payday 3 as an experience, adding more content, improving the server stability, making sure you heisters have the best time possible heisting in New York. Any parting words from you, Andreas, before we head out to the weekend?
Just want to say thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the feedback. Thanks for listening, your patience, and have a wonderful heisting weekend. We'll see you again on Tuesday.